Forklifts are an important part of material handling in many industries, but they can also be a source of serious danger if used improperly. Hi, I'm Matt with State Fund, and today we're going to cover some basic safety principles that will help prevent a forklift-related injury from occurring in your workplace. First of all, forklift operators must be authorized by their employer, properly trained, and certified on the use of industrial trucks. If that doesn't describe you, then you have no business operating a forklift. Get trained, certified, and recertified every 3 years, then authorized by your employer before operating a forklift. Driving a forklift is different than operating a car. Forklifts are operated indoors and can involve narrow ramps, aisles, and obstacles to navigate through. This requires a lot of skill and concentration that most motorists do not have to deal with. Unlike with cars, a forklift's rear wheels do the steering. It doesn't stop quickly since its two small wheels are the braking wheels. Also, the center of gravity is higher on a forklift than on most cars. A sharp turn combined with too much speed can easily cause a rollover accident. And forklifts are commonly operated on wet or smooth surfaces, which can be slippery. Such conditions can lead to accidents if you're not working safely. Be sure to inspect your forklift before use, at least once per shift. Check the tires, horn, lights, battery, brakes, steering, lift system, and so on. Use an inspection checklist to make the task easier and to be thorough. If you find any mechanical problems, report them to your supervisor right away. If the issue can't be immediately addressed, then remove the forklift from service until it has been. Once you're good to go, remember to fasten your seatbelt. Whether you're a newly trained operator or a seasoned pro, wearing a seatbelt at all times when operating a forklift is a must. Before moving, look in all directions of travel to make sure your path is clear. Always follow safe speed limits. Operate at a safe speed even when there's no forklift or pedestrian traffic, and especially when taking a turn. Always pay attention to speed limit signs or the safety limits that have been adopted by your employer. But beyond just adhering to speed limits, always reduce your speed when entering congested areas, tight spaces, or intersections to avoid accidents. When following other forklifts, maintain a safe distance of 3 truck lengths or 3 seconds of time. Keep your load low. Fork should always be as low as possible, consistent with safe operations. This lowers your forklift's center of gravity, which, along with safe speed, will help prevent a rollover accident. It also helps with visibility and reduces the risk of your load falling if the forks are positioned too high while in motion. In general, keeping your load low will minimize accidents related to load mishandling. Speaking of which, if you can't see forward over the load you're carrying, then drive in reverse with the load trailing. Use your horn and activate your flashing lights to increase your visibility to others. You might also consider using a spotter, someone that can guide and provide additional visibility for you as you travel. Slow down and sound the horn when approaching a blind corner and treat all cross aisles with caution. Also, never attempt to pass another forklift traveling in the same direction at an intersection, blind spot, or other dangerous location. Here's a few things you should never do with a forklift. Never carry riders on the forks of the lift. People do get hurt this way, and it's not a good idea. Don't do it. Never drive up to anyone standing in front of a fixed object. The person could be crushed between the forklift and the object. Never allow anyone to stand, work, or pass under the elevated part of a forklift, loaded or unloaded, unless it is effectively blocked to prevent it from falling. Never raise or lower the forks while in motion, as this can jeopardize the stability of the load. Never leave the forks elevated while the forklift is parked. Instead, make sure they're as close to the ground as possible to avoid injury. Never engage in any distracting activities while operating a forklift. Always keep your entire body within the running lines of the forklift. Don't place any part of your body between the mast uprights or other moving parts. As you drive, watch carefully for holes in the ground or uneven driving surfaces, which may be hazardous. Driving up or downhill requires special consideration. Always take a grade slowly and with your load as low to the ground as possible. If necessary, drive with your load slightly tilted back. If the grade is beyond 10%, drive with your load upgrade. Many drivers have been run over by their own forklift by exiting before coming to a complete stop. When exiting your forklift, always come to a complete stop, lower the forks, and set the park brake. A forklift is considered unattended when the driver travels more than 25 feet away, or when the forklift is out of the driver's sight. If you're leaving your forklift unattended, then be sure to set the park brake, bring the mast to the vertical position, lower the forks to the ground, power down the forklift, and remove the keys. Build these practices into your regular work routine. Investing in the development of safe habits might just save your life or that of someone around you. For more information, visit www.safeatworkca.com, where you'll find lots of resources to help keep your workplace as safe as possible. For all of us here at State Fun, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.